Hi guys, got a question for you. Well, not a question, but a statement. Everyone likes She-Hulk. Yeah? This is a video all about She-Hulk. So what I do on this channel is I show off 4 books that I've selected, not from random, because this is all about She-Hulk, but yeah, 4 books that I've selected, and I end on a key issue. And I was thinking about She-Hulk, but in particular the She-Hulk TV show, and what that TV show has done for the comic book series. So we we had a She-Hulk series that has just finished. It was by Rainbow Rowell, and I enjoyed it. It was more of a romantic comic than an action-packed comic. But we've had different iterations of She-Hulk throughout the years. We had the Savage She-Hulk, and then we had Sensational, and then we had the Dan Slott era, and yeah, we had the John Byrne era, which this is part of. And yeah, so this is issue 5 of the Sensational She-Hulk, and I picked this one out because it's got the Flintstones in there. So we got Wilma and Fred and Barney, and I'd assume that this blonde kid here is Bam Bam, but again, I'd have to take it home to read it to fully remember. And the fun thing about this was that John Byrne was kind of given free reign to just go a little bit funny, go a little bit silly, and just have fun with this series. And I remember that there was some criticism, well, not criticism, but um, there was some talk about the sales for She-Hulk, and it simply was not selling. And what was John Byrne going to do in order to increase sales? And yeah, he like especially the later part of this series. They're more expensive because they're a little bit more risque. But yeah, John Byrne certainly had fun with this series, and this is issue 5. Next up, we have issue 57 of the Sensational She-Hulk, and this series finished with issue 60. I don't have issue 60. I would love to have issue 60, but every time I go looking for it, the prices are ridiculous. As much as I want it, I can't justify paying hundreds of dollars for an issue just because it's the last issue and the print run is low. Um, in hindsight, I was collecting these. I was collecting comic books when this came out. I should have had this on my standing order, but alas, no, I don't. But we have issue 57 here, where She-Hulk is fighting the Incredible Hulk, and yeah, it's a family feud, as you can see. Now, next up, now I talked about the Dan Slott era, and it was a fun era. I enjoyed it, but I certainly wasn't reading it for every single issue. But when Peter David came onto the book, I was on there. And here we have issue 37 from the Peter David era. And I just wanted to show off this cover. I was going through them all, and I was like, which one am I going to show off? I had a lot of Mike Deodato covers, and they're all fantastic. They're all just popping covers. They look absolutely great. But then I found this. I'll classify this as a cartoon cover because it looks very cartoonish, and yeah, I just love it. I love the color template. I love the look of She-Hulk. It just looks like a fun read, and I'm tempted, as I say a lot of times, I'm tempted to take this back home and read it again, but I have a lot of books at home, like a lot of books to get through. So to start bringing books home again to read again, it kind of defeats the purpose. Um, yeah, but I'm very tempted, very, very tempted. Now, the key issue I want to show off, it's Savage She-Hulk, issue 1. Now, I bought this in, let's see, it was the mid 90s, I think 1995, and I paid about $10 for this, because back in 95 I was 14, 15 years old. I was I was living life on the bank of mum and dad, and There was a local comic book shop that had just opened, and his name was Ian, Ian Eddy. He had this for $10, and he said, Martin, you can buy it if you had the cash. So I asked my mum, can I buy a book for $10? And mum was like, and I was like, oh, it's the first appearance of this character. And she's like, okay. And obviously, yeah, here it is today. I bought it. I read it. I read it once, and then I put it in the plastic sleeve, and I stored it, and kind of treasured it ever since. And then a few years back, I bought another copy of it from my comic shop, and I paid a lot more money for it. But it was in better condition. It came in a sleeve and a plastic bag and a board and all that kind of stuff. But I bought it for a friend of mine without asking. It was going to be like a birthday present, a surprise. And before their birthday came, I said, look, I've got this book for you. It was meant to be a surprise, but I can't wait. Here it is. And they said, oh, well, really sorry, but they already had a copy. So I now have two copies of this book. I've got this one, which is in the condition it's in, which admittedly is in pretty nice condition. There's a bit of wear on the back, but yeah, it's it's in pretty nice condition considering it's been in the plastic sleeve these many years. But yeah, I've got this copy, and I've got a much nicer copy somewhere here, maybe up there. Anyway, that's the video for today. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe if you wish to. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for sticking with me, and I'll catch you at the next one.